Hello and good day to Dr. Zamri and everyone. Today, we will present our findings on consent as a defense in statutory rape, a comparative study of Malaysia and in India. This issue is critical because it involves protecting minors from exploitation and ensuring justice while balancing societal and legal perspective. So, what is statutory rape? It refers to sexual activity with a minor regardless of their consent. The law assumes that minor lack of the maturity to make informed decision about such activity. This makes statutory rape law is essential in shielding minor from harm. Consent as a defense in these cases is a complex and contentious legal issue. By definition, consent is a voluntary agreement to engage in a specific act. However, for it to be valid, it must be given freely and with full understanding of its nature and consequence, some things that minors are presumed unable to do. In this presentation, we will explore the law and in Malaysia and in India, their difference and ways to improve Malaysian framework. Next, we will move on to the statutory rape laws in Malaysia and in India. In Malaysia, statutory rape is defined under Section 375G of the Penal Code. The age of consent is set at 16 years old, meaning sexual intercourse with a minor under 16 is considered rape, regardless of consent. The punishment includes imprisonment and caning. Next, in India, the law is stricter. Section 375 of the Indian Penal Code, coupled with the Protection of Child from Sexual Offence Act 2012, defines the age of consent as 18 years old, meaning any sexual activity with a minor under 18 is considered statutory rape. This strict approach provides a broader protection for children.
Next, I will talk about consent as a defense. Consent cannot be used as a defense in statutory rape cases. This principle is grounded in the idea that minors are very vulnerable and may not fully understand their decisions. For example, in Malaysia, the case of public prosecutor against Haji Rizwan bin Kifli involved a 13-year-old victim. Despite her supposed willingness, the court ruled that her consent was irrelevant. Similarly, in India, the case of Jinish Lalsah against state of Bihar reinforced this principle. Even if the minor agreed, their consent holds no legal validity. These cases emphasize the need for strong laws to protect the children. Let's move to the comparison of Malaysia and India. Let's compare the two countries. In Malaysia, the age of consent is 16 years old. It balances protection and individual autonomy. Meanwhile, in India, the age of consent is 18 years old. India have a stricter approach prioritizing comprehensive child protection. India's laws reflect a higher commitment to safeguarding minors, while Malaysia's framework is more nuanced. Cultural and societal values influence these two differences.
Based on our findings, we recommend the following improvement for Malaysia. We want to raise the age of consent from 16 to 18, which is aligned with most of the global standards. We also want to eliminate loophole like mistake of fact as a defense, which is why we want to improve the consent from 16 to 18. We also want to strengthen public education on statutory rape laws to reduce cases of exploitation. We believe that these changes will ensure better protection for minors and enhance public trust in the legal system.
In conclusion, statutory rape laws in Malaysia and India prioritize protecting minors. Both countries invalidate consent in such cases to safeguard vulnerable children. However, we believe that Malaysia can adopt stricter measures like raising the age of consent and closing legal loopholes to provide even better protection for its youth and us overall.